You know, last week it felt good to get into the garden because our gardens are really starting to grow around the area with temperature enough rain. Here's what we had to do in Patrick's garden from last week. All right, we're back in the garden, and as you've noticed, a few things have changed since the last time we've been in the old garden. Boy, it's really started to perk up. The hot sunny days and the rains about every 3 or 4 days have really helped the gardens around the area this year. All right, our squash is really starting to produce now, and for about the next 3 or 4 weeks it's really going to be a big producer until about the 1st of July. You can pick the squash as small, as big as you like, but obviously the smaller you pick them, the more tender it'll be to eat. Usually you let the bloom kind of fall off like that, and then you can go ahead and pick them. Obviously when you pick them, there's a certain way that you want to go ahead and select the fruit. You don't want to jerk on the bush. You either want to twist or you want to take maybe some scissors and pick it right from the stem. If you jerk, sometimes you'll tear the fruit or tear the plant. Our different types of tomatoes are now starting to darken just a little bit, so in the next 2 or 3 weeks we'll start to get a lot of fruit off this individual bush, and some of the early producers will really start to give us some nice fruit. We're only growing 2 or 3 zucchini, but notice how full these plants are. It's almost like elephant ears how big the leaves are. And it's almost like an Easter egg hunt to try to find the fruit, but we'll see if we can find something. All right, now in the bean patch. And where these beans are blooming, that's where you're eventually going to get the green beans. In fact, you can already see where one's finished blooming, and you almost see a little green bean starting to form right there. Little string. A few weeks ago, remember I was saying it's good to kind of cull these so they don't take over? I didn't listen to my own advice. The corn now is really turning the corner. In fact, I went ahead and gave it another shot of fertilizer because in the next week or two, you can almost see where the ears are going to be forming right here on the sides of the actual stalk. Especially when it starts to tassel, that's when you'll need that last little burst to give you those good ears of corn. Starting to get a few cucumbers out of the old garden too, so the next 2 or 3 weeks hopefully we'll continue to see some progress. But Hal, I wanted to go ahead and give you our grand prize winner for tonight. You know, at Glass Farm Nursery, they have some beautiful herb gardens. Look at the hanging basket herb garden that Patsy Clark. Congratulations, Patsy Clark. You're our big Facebook winner tonight, and you're going to be able to go over to Glass Farm Nursery and get one of those big herb garden that hangs, and you'll be able to enjoy that all the way through the first frost. And Glass Farm Nursery still open. They're going to be closing the 16th, but they have sales on everything now, so a great time to get some late spring bargains over at Glass Farm Nursery, Highway 11, 4 miles south of Trenton, and looks like they'll be open until the 16th of the month. Keep it here, though. We'll have more Prime News at 7 coming up right after this.